Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. Get ready for my courses. You know, I'm hoping that you're watching this going, her courses have been out for years. Right? As of this recording, it's getting ready to be launched. And I'm a perfectionist, so like I'm making it bigger and better. It keeps getting longer and longer and longer. I'm like, I should probably just let it go. I have other courses that I can do for you, but I want to help you break through the fear. If you keep the fear at bay and you work with it and you appreciate what it is, it actually works in your favor. I'm going to show you how to do that in my courses. You're actually going to go, oh, fear's not a negative thing at all. Wow, that's a concept. All right, so I want to talk about astrology, numerology, all these other things, you know, psychics, all these things that we go to, channeling, everything. I want to talk about all these other things that we go to for answers. None of it has power over your free will. No prediction is final. No astrological energy tells you or predicts what you will do. There are influences, energetic alignment when you were born has certain meanings and stuff. It's all real. You get to choose your life no matter what. So I was like, all of our electrical stuff all this week, one of my computers went down. Thank God I have three. Well, I have more than three, but I have three. I call it the Death Star. Command control, headquarters here. I've got my computers all around because I'm an internet entrepreneur and everything I do is, working on my computer. If one goes down, I have to be able to go. I don't want to be in a global webinar and it's like, oops, my computer went down. I've got two backups. So what happens? I'm like having issues like with all of them, and everybody's saying, wow, they're all having issues with their computers. And I said, hey, it could be a solar flare. And somebody said, well, there's Uranus or Venus or, whatever. Some Mercury in retrograde. Come on. First of all, you know that it isn't actually in retrograde. It doesn't go backward. It's how we're in line. It appears to be going backward, but it's not. It's always in retrograde. Have you ever noticed that? It's like every time I hear, don't do anything till after the whatever I said, it's always in retrograde. I'm not going to put my life on hold. So yes, there are influences and some of them are, can work for you or against you, but nothing ever stops you from getting what you need or want. Nothing ever predicts, including a psychic, you want to know about one that even verifies this? Edgar Cayce said, nothing I say can't be changed. Every horrible disaster could completely not exist at any moment if the collective, which is the one energy that we are, decides to raise the frequency of the planet. That's why I'm always telling you guys every day, send light and love over the planet. I always send peace and light and love, healing and joy, abundance, and I imagine it enveloping this planet, and darn if it isn't working. Stuff's changing. I feel it. Do you feel it? If you're not feeling it, you're probably not going in the fourth and fifth dimension. I've been feeling it. I feel like people are changing. I think that people are making a stand for peace, and they're doing it in a peaceful way, not a negative one. I see that there's other things that are negative going on that are sort of falling by the wayside, still going on. We're still on planet Earth. Don't expect that to go away, immediately, but you will transition out of it. So what's happening is that all these influences, the free will is what has precedence. So we can change the future of the planet and whatever through our free will of sending light and love, but it affects your reality, yours, and influences the collective. All right? So you and I might not share the same reality because my free will chooses a planet of peace and love and change, and that all the supposed negative things we see are contributing towards something very positive, growth, expansion, change, epiphanies. I see people just going through huge changes. So many of you are struggling terribly, going, what went wrong? I'm going, everything's going right. Everything's going right. It is you getting rid of the crap. Get rid of the crap. Oh my gosh, my house, I tore everything apart. I'm a very organized person, and I got to tell you something. I pulled out everything I own out of every drawer, every closet, stacked clothes. What am I using? What am I not? What can I sell, give away, share? And I am purging. I want to hang on to what I need and love and enjoy, and I want to just, everything else needs to go. That's energy. Everything's energy. So this channeling thing, I'm sorry. You know what? I know that it's real, but if one negative or this is the way things are comes out of somebody's mouth when they're channeling, I'm out of there. Well, I don't watch them anyways. The only one I watch who's always so positive and empowering is Bashar. And he is not on YouTube anymore. I don't know what happened. He's gone. I don't know if he got too weird. Maybe YouTube decided he was too weird. There are other weird channelers on there, and I've listened to a couple of them, and half the time they're just going blah, blah, blah. They're not really saying anything. Okay, oh, and the peace and light and love. And I'm like, okay, so what are you saying? They just go, they ramble on. They don't really say anything. And then, by the way, I'm not making fun of the peace and light and love. I mean, that's cool. But like sometimes they're not really saying anything. Well, I could get up there and go, oh, I'm channeling. Oh, the planet, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm channeling right now. Everybody's channeling. Why? Because we're one energy, and our human bodies are collective, portals for everything. And then the more fear and stuff you have that blocks that, the less you're getting the higher frequency messages to yourself. Your own intuition, your own what's your higher self? You are the higher self. You're everything. You are that high frequency, and you're the low. You, as the human being, get to pick where we go in there. No astrologist can change it. I had an astrologist tell me some stuff that was so accurate it wasn't funny. But she says, you're really quiet. And I said, yeah. She goes, I said, what do you want me to say? And she goes, well, if I'm, so basically lead her. And I said, I don't want to indicate anything to you because everything you say, I can change. I am completely in control. If you tell me something negative, I can change that. If you tell me something great, I can sit on my duff and not let it make it happen. Psychics, I had a psychic tell me the same thing. She told me unbelievable stuff that has come to pass with my book and my movie. I wrote a book. It's a movie. I've got other stuff out. I'm doing some amazing stuff now. If I didn't take the action and make it happen through my free will, none of those predictions would have come true. And then I'd say, oh, she was wrong. No. If she was wrong, it's because I didn't, take the action. She told me, nothing I tell you will come to pass unless you take the action. You have to write the book. You have to do these things. If you like that, you like what you're hearing, then you have to take the action and facilitate it. If somebody tells you something negative and you want to change that, if you are not infringing on somebody else's free will, you're going to get a divorce or this isn't going to work out. Oh, I'm going to go fix it and make it. He doesn't love you or she doesn't love you. Let him go. Bye. I don't believe there's only one person in the world. I think that we have tons of soulmates. And soulmates can be anything, including people that you work with, people that are friends that help facilitate what you're doing. There's soul groups. There's no one person. Not going to be one person. Maybe in your lifetime, there's a specific person that has a certain role with you. So, don't infringe on somebody else's free will. Let them go. Don't tell somebody what they should and shouldn't do because you want it. That's the ego. That is not you going along with the power that you hold to make positive change in your life. Sometimes it means accepting things that the ego doesn't want. So what? Next. Keep going, man. Keep moving forward. And know that if somebody tells you this week is bad for, Virgo or whatever it is, Taurus. So that's sort of funny. I always say Friday the 13th is always lucky for me. I do the opposite of everybody. I'll just say, oh yeah, that's a lucky day for me. And oh, things always wonderful happen for me here and that. And I believe it too. And so can you. So if somebody's spewing some crap on YouTube and it's negative, shut her down. And the more you shut it down, the more you actually push that negative energy away that's not infiltrating other people too. If they don't get an audience, they're going to start changing what they're saying, hopefully, if they want anybody to watch them. And if they start to say positive things and they start to get more of an audience, then they're going to start sharing more positive information, and that's all good. So please support positive whatever. If it's a channel or whatever, if you're into that, that's cool. But again, listen to the messages and know that nothing that is said, no prediction, no nothing is true unless you believe it. And you can change your reality at any moment, if you truly shift over. You've got to really believe it. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to shift. I don't really believe any of this stuff. You wield unlimited powers. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. They are everywhere, at every moment. Allow them in, receive them. It's okay to struggle. No. It's okay to suffer. No. It's okay. I'll get it right. It's okay to be challenged. You don't have to suffer. It's okay to struggle. You don't have to suffer. Yeah, we don't want to suffer. Struggle is part of the life experience. Suffering is when you believe it and you don't want it and you battle it. Struggle is still fighting, but looking at the challenge and finding the value is the optimum place to be. And that is, this is here for a reason. What do I need to do to change this? How can I grow? I want to break through. I never want to be broke. I never want to be sad again. And you don't have to ever be sad again. Not truly. You are abundant, peaceful, joyful, total love, total light, unlimited, miraculous power. There is no one above or below you. Namaste.